Number 13, the brain's fake vibrations. Ever check your phone because you could have sworn it just buzzed in your pocket, only to find nothing? You're not alone. This ghostly sensation, known as phantom vibration syndrome, is a perfectly normal but totally bizarre modern human glitch. It's like your brain is a bored intern at a security checkpoint, and every tiny muscle twitch, every rustle of your clothes gets misidentified as an urgent message from your phone. Our brains are hardwired to recognize patterns, and we've conditioned ourselves to be so hyper-aware of our devices that this new pattern, a quick buzz, is now a default setting in our nervous system. Your brain is essentially performing a little mental gymnastics trick. It's a sensory hallucination, but it's so common that it's less a bug and more a feature of the modern human experience. Think of it as a low-key, low-stakes lie your brain tells you because it's so addicted to constant stimulation. You can thank your brain's overzealous need to be connected for that one. Number 12, the falling dream. You're walking down the street, minding your own business, and then suddenly you trip. But instead of hitting the pavement, you're in free fall. Your body jerks awake with a violent spasm, your heart racing. This is called a hypnic jerk, and it's basically your nervous system playing a prank on you right as you're about to fall asleep. Scientists aren't totally sure why this happens, but the most popular theory is that your brain misinterprets the relaxation of your muscles as you're drifting off. It thinks you're actually falling, and in a last-ditch effort to save you from imminent doom, it zaps your muscles with a shot of adrenaline, jolting you awake. It's a primal reflex from our primate days, when our ancestors slept in trees, and a sudden muscle relaxation might have meant a one-way ticket to the forest floor. So the next time your body throws itself a little convulsion, just remember, it's not a sign you're broken. It's just your primitive brain thinking you're about to fall out of a tree. Number 11, the echo of music. You've probably experienced this. You wake up with a song stuck in your head, maybe one you haven't heard in years, and it just plays on a loop. This isn't just a quirky annoyance. It's a strange quirk of your auditory cortex. The technical term for it is an earworm, and it happens when your brain gets stuck in a feedback loop. Think of it like a piece of code that keeps repeating itself. It's most likely to happen with catchy, simple songs, and it can be especially persistent when you're bored or stressed. Your brain is desperately trying to fill the quiet void, and that song you hate from the radio is the first thing it finds. It's a little unsettling when you realize your brain has a mind of its own, forcing you to listen to the chorus of a pop song 20 times in a row. It's basically your mind's way of saying, "I'm not busy right now, so let me just replay this for you." It's a tiny little mental prison, and you can't even appeal the sentence. Number 10, mirror agnosia. Ever catch your reflection in a store window, and for a split second, you don't recognize yourself? That moment of disconnect is more than just a passing oddity. It's a temporary glitch in your brain's visual processing system, a flicker of what's known as mirror agnosia. Your brain is a master of pattern recognition, and it's constantly processing information to build a coherent picture of the world. But every now and then, that system has a hiccup. For a terrifying fraction of a second, the person staring back at you isn't you anymore. Your brain sees a human shape, but can't connect it to the mental model it has of your own face. It's a disorienting, slightly creepy experience that reminds you just how fragile your sense of self can be. Think of it as your brain's way of hitting the reset button on your identity, like a quick involuntary reboot of your you file. Number 9, the exploding head syndrome. You're about to fall asleep, everything is quiet, calm, and then, without warning, you hear it. A massive deafening bang, a crash of cymbals, or even a gunshot, all inside your head. You might even see a flash of light, but there's no sound, no light, nothing in the real world. This terrifying phenomenon is called exploding head syndrome, and it's basically a sound hallucination that happens as you're transitioning from wakefulness to sleep. Scientists believe it's caused by a momentary delay in the part of your brain that's supposed to shut down your auditory neurons. Instead of turning off, they all fire at once, giving you the sensation of a huge, imaginary sound. It's like a neurological misfire, a tiny, harmless explosion of signals in the quiet of your mind. It's a vivid and scary reminder that even when you're doing nothing, your brain is still very, very busy. Number 8. Synesthesia. Imagine seeing the number 7 and it always looks blue, or hearing a specific chord and tasting lemons. This isn't a metaphor. For some people, it's a real neurological phenomenon called synesthesia. It's when a sensory pathway that normally responds to one sense gets stimulated by another. Your brain is essentially mixing up its wires, a kind of cross-sensory short circuit. It's not a medical condition, it's just a different way of experiencing the world. For most people, it's not a big deal. Maybe they just associate certain colors with letters or numbers. But for some, it can be a constant, multisensory experience. It's a fascinating look at the unpredictable nature of the human brain, where a simple tune can become a masterpiece of color and a word can have a distinct flavor. Number 7. Phantom limb sensation. You've likely heard of this one, but it's still one of the most bizarre things our bodies can do. A person who has lost a limb will often still feel it. They might feel an itch in their missing hand or an ache in a foot that's no longer there. In some cases, the feeling is so intense it can be painful. This isn't just a psychological phenomenon, it's a neurological one. Your brain has a detailed map of your entire body, and even if a part of that body is gone, the map is still there. The nerves that used to connect to that limb are still sending signals, but now they're just firing into the void. Your brain, unable to process the lack of input, simply fills in the blank with the sensation of a ghost limb. It's an unnerving testament to the brain's stubbornness and a powerful example of how the mind can override reality. Number 6. Autophony. Ever feel like your voice is echoing inside your own head? Or maybe you can hear the sound of your eyes moving or your own heartbeat thumping away in your ears. This weird auditory experience is called autophony, and it happens when your eustachian tube, which connects your middle ear to the back of your throat, stays open. Normally, this tube is closed, opening only when you swallow or yawn to equalize pressure. But when it's stuck open, every internal sound your body makes is amplified and sent straight to your eardrums. It's like your internal monologue suddenly gets its own microphone, and you're the only one who can hear it. It's a bizarre and often disorienting sensation, turning the quiet mechanics of your body into a booming symphony. Number 5. Jumping heart syndrome. You're just sitting on the couch watching a movie, and out of nowhere, your heart skips a beat. Or maybe it feels like it just fluttered or did a weird little flip. These sensations are completely normal and are called premature ventricular contractions, or PVCs. They happen when the lower chambers of your heart contract a little too early, interrupting the normal rhythm. Your heart basically throws a tiny tantrum and then goes right back to business as usual. It's usually harmless, but it's a little unnerving because it's a physical reminder that your heart is just a machine, and sometimes machines have tiny, inexplicable glitches. The weirdest part is that you can often trigger it yourself just by being stressed or drinking too much caffeine. Basically, you can make your heart flip out just by having a bad day. Number 4. Sleep paralysis. You wake up in the middle of the night, but something is wrong. You're completely conscious, but you can't move a single muscle. You try to scream, but no sound comes out. You feel a crushing weight on your chest, and sometimes you even hallucinate a shadowy figure in the corner of your room. This is sleep paralysis, and it happens when your brain wakes up before your body does. Normally, when you enter REM sleep, your brain paralyzes your muscles so you don't act out your dreams. This is a crucial safety mechanism. But with sleep paralysis, that mechanism doesn't turn off when you regain consciousness. You're literally trapped inside your own body, a prisoner of a temporary and terrifying neurological misfire. It's a primal, horrifying experience that reminds you how little control you have over your own biology. Number 3. Hiccups. Hiccups are more than just a passing annoyance. They're a bizarre evolutionary leftover. You're sitting there, trying to eat, and your diaphragm suddenly decides to have a mind of its own, contracting involuntarily and causing that signature hic sound. The most popular theory is that hiccups are a remnant of a primitive reflex from our amphibian days. Frogs and tadpoles have a similar reflex to close their glottis, the part of the voice box that separates air from the throat, to stop water from entering their lungs. The nerve pathway that controls hiccups is almost identical to the one that controls breathing in amphibians. So every time you get hiccups, you're experiencing a strange aquatic reflex that has no business being in a modern human. Number 2, the shudder of unknown origin. Ever feel a sudden full body shudder that has nothing to do with being cold, scared, or excited? It's a quick, involuntary twitch that seems to come out of nowhere. This weird sensation is often linked to peeing, and it's called micturition syncope. The most common theory is that it's a nervous system response to a sudden drop in blood pressure. The act of urinating triggers a reflex that dilates your blood vessels, and your brain's just reacting to the sudden change. It's a quick, harmless little mystery, a sudden shiver that reminds you just how many subconscious processes are happening in your body all the time. It's like your nervous system is just reminding you that it's still here. Number 1, déjà vu. You're in a new place, having a new conversation, but a sudden powerful feeling washes over you. You've been here before. You've had this exact conversation before. This weird and unsettling experience called déjà vu is one of the most common and least understood brain glitches. The leading theory is that it's a memory processing error. Your brain is a complex filing cabinet, and sometimes a new experience gets incorrectly filed as an old memory. It's not a psychic premonition. It's a tiny mix-up in the neurological wiring of your brain. It's a powerful reminder that your memory isn't perfect and that the sense of knowing can be completely fabricated by your own mind. It's a creepy little peek behind the curtain of your consciousness, showing you that even your most fundamental sense of reality can be wrong.